name is GN Encarnacion. Our topic for today is all about the physical education. Do you like sports and do you want to know more about the history aspects about it? Well, let me help you about it. Our topic for today is the one of the most popular sports in the world, which is the volleyball. Did you know that volleyball was invented by William George Morgan in 1895, but it did not become an Olympic sport until 1964? Did you know that the longest volleyball marathon on record was played in Amstelveen, Netherlands from December 27 to December 30, 2011. The event lasted 85 hours with 63 matches played in total. Did you know that the record for most consecutive passes in volleyball is 110 achievement in the United States in North Carolina on February 5, 2010? Did you know that a single player may jump as many as 300 times in a volleyball? The history of volleyball began in the mind of a man named William George Morgan. The original name for the sport was metonet, but changed to volleyball very early on. Like the name, the rules of the game have transformed and developed over the years. However, the spirit that volleyball was created has been carried through over a century. The origin of the volleyball. William George Morgan in 1870 to 1942, who was born in the state of New York, has gone down in the history as the inventor of the game of volleyball, to which he originally gave the name metonet. The young Morgan carried out his undergraduate studies at the Springfield College of the YMCA, or Young Men's Christian Association, where he met James Naismith, who in 1891 had invented basketball. After graduating, Morgan spent his first year at the YMCA, after which during the summer of 1895, he moved to the YMCA at Holyoke, Massachusetts, where he became the director of physical education. In this role, he had the opportunity to establish, develop, and direct a vast program of exercises and sports classes for male adults. After the invention of basketball only 4 years before, Morgan, a graduate of the Springfield College of the YMCA, designed the game to be a combination of basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball. The first volleyball net, borrowed from the tennis, was only 6 feet and 6 inches above the floor. So you need to be remembered that the average American was shortened in the 19th century. Then there was the matter of the ball. The game required something larger than the tennis ball, but lighter than the basketball. Also, we have the timeline of significant volleyball events. In 1900, a spank ball was designed from the sport. In 1916, in the Philippines, an offensive style of passing the ball in a high trajectory to be struck by another, the sight and spike, were introduced. The game was changed from 21 to 15 points in 1917. 3 hits per side and back row attacks rules were instituted in 1920. The year's YMCA National Championship were held in Brooklyn, New York. 24 teams from all states and were represented in 1922. It became clear that tournaments and rules were national volleyball referees were approved and recognized in 1934. at the UV Convention in Boston. Occasion was taken to recognize the U.S. in 1937. The Federation and International de Volleyball (FIVB) was founded in 1947. The first two-man beach tournament was held in 1948. The initial World Championship were held in Brockway and Czechoslovakia in 1949. In the California Beach Volleyball Association was formed in 1965. Men their first medals at the Olympics in Los Angeles. The men with the gold and the women the silver is awarded in 1984. The Women's Professional Volleyball Association in 1986 was formed. In the U.S. men repeat the gold in the Olympics in Korea in 1988. The world language was created in 1990. The sport of volleyball was 100 years old in 1995. Two-person beach volleyball became an Olympic sport in 1996.